Yes, ma'am.
How are you doing? How are you feeling?
So it feels really good to be home. It feels good to be able to drive 30 to 40 minutes to see my mom, go to church with her, go to dinner, see my brothers and their children. And it's just been a whirlwind just coming back, watching the station I grew up watching, sitting next to you. And when you talk to me in my mind, I'm like, I grew up watching Melinda.
Oh man. Once I told that to Ned Permy that I grew up watching him, and he didn't talk to me for a week.
So don't stop talking to
I
me.
won't hold it against you. I'll
Okay.
keep talking to you.
Yes, ma'am.
But it's exciting for us to have someone who is an Arkansan to join Daybreak.
There's no place like home. I grew up in Pine Bluff. I went to Pine Bluff High School. And from there, I went to school at UCA in Conway. And there was a shooting on campus. And I sort of had gone through different majors, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. But there was a shooting on campus, and all of the big TV stations were there, local and national. And I just walked over to a reporter, and I told her, I'm like, hey, I want to shadow you. And the rest is history.
Wow, that's where you fell in love, really,
Yes.
with news.
Yes.
I remember that shooting, and I remember, us going to cover it. And
Wow.
What a big story that was.
It was.
We actually met
Yes.
in Conway,
Yes. So we met. It was Toad Suck Days. This was after the shooting. You were out doing like a live broadcast.
Sure.
And this was after I had chosen journalism as my major. And I'm like, hey, Melinda, I grew up watching you, and I want to do what you're doing. And then you told me, whatever you do, take the first job that you can get in this industry and just work your way up, no matter whatever it is, no matter where you have to go, go do the job and work your way up, and you can do it. And I'm here.
That advice worked?
Yes.
Wow, I would love to tell you I remember that,
Okay.
but I don't.
But I do.
Okay.
I do. But you know how it is sometimes when you're a professional and you're working, but it meant a lot to me that you took time out of your day to give me those positive words, and I held on to that, and I used it, and it's worked.
Well, thank you for saying that. And I should say, I remember you, Ryan, and I thought that guy is going places.
But you'll never forget me after this.
Oh, that's for sure.
That's for sure. Yes, ma'am.
Because we've got a long future ahead. I
Yes,
hope.
we do. Yes.
So graduated then from UCA, and then what happened next?
So after graduation, I took your advice, and I got my first job in Albany, Georgia as a morning reporter. Was there for 2 years and sort of just, climbed my way up from there, from Albany to Augusta, Georgia. I sharpened my teeth there on politics. I was a political reporter and weekend anchor. After that, I moved to Jackson, Mississippi. I was an evening anchor there, Monday through Friday. And from Jackson to Cincinnati, spent 3 years there doing the same thing, and spent 3 years in Pittsburgh, and now I'm here.
Wow.
Yes.
So, at any point did you say, Melinda, this is hard?
Well, I said, Melinda, you left out this, you left out that,
Yeah.
but it was a learning experience, and whatever doesn't kill you, it makes you strong.
That's right. So, wow, we're talking Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. Those are big city markets that you've worked. Why come back to Arkansas?
Well, the pandemic really showed me that, family is so important. Being close to loved ones, being so far away from home, everything shut down, not being able to go and check on my mom or see my brothers or nieces or nephews. That really showed me how important family is. So at the first opportunity, I made up in my mind, the first opportunity I get to come back home, I'm going to do it.
Wow. So when you got the call from Channel 7
Yes.
and they said, we want you at KATV, what did you think?
I was like, wow. I wish my grandmother could see me now. She would babysit me while my mom had to work, and I remember her watching, Channel 7, laying in the bed or sitting on the couch. And I remember my mom watching you guys. So it's it feels like not only am I coming back to see family, I'm coming back to work with family.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now, okay, now tell us about telling Mom that you were coming to work here.
Well, she's been telling me for the longest, you need to come on back home. When are you coming back? You have the experience now, come on back. So she's been telling me for the last 5 to 6 years to come on back home.
Always listen to your mother.
Yes, yes.
Do what she says.
Yes.
Thank you, Mom, for doing that. Tell us just a little bit about how you grew up, and I know you're so close to your mom.
Yes, so I grew up in Pine Bluff. I grew up in a single-parent home. My mom, she raised 4 boys, with an iron fist, and she kept us in church. Faith was a huge part of our upbringing, and it really shaped the person that I am today.
Bless Mama.
Yes, yes, yes,
all
indeed.
Of that. Yeah.
Yes.
Choir in church?
Choir in church, Sunshine Band, Wednesday night Bible study, Saturday night or Saturday morning rehearsals, Sunday morning service, Sunday night service. So
if the door was open, you were there.
I was there.
Yeah, I grew up much of the same way.
Okay.
So that's in common, just probably right down the street. I
Yes.
was doing the same thing.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's great. You've been in Cincinnati, you've been in Pittsburgh, big city TV markets. What are you hoping to bring back to Arkansas with all the experience?
So in the other cities, I've really learned how to be an advocate for those in need, for underserved communities, how to be, that voice for the voiceless. And I'm hoping that I can take all of the experience I've learned all across the U.S. and be of service to the people of Arkansas, to Channel 7, and continue the legacy of what you guys have done for 50 to 60 years.
Yeah. So what kind of stories do you really love to cover?
I enjoy the stories where we get to actually help people. I can do the breaking news, I can do the weather coverage and things like that, but the stories where we actually get involved and we can help someone maybe, get the street lights turned on, or maybe get that insurance rebate that they were promised.
There's so much red tape for
Yes.
anything, to get anything done.
Yes.
And a lot of people just don't know how to do that. And
Right.
you want to help them with that.
And just growing up watching, you all here and 7 on your side, I've been able to sort of do that in other markets. So to be able to come back and be of service is amazing.
So when you look back on some of those stories, how does that make you feel when you know things got changed?
It feels like when you're able to do something like that, it feels like, wow, I'm really making a difference. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like I found my purpose in life. It always feels good to help others, but to actually go to work every day with that on your mind. Hey, I'm here for someone else. I'm here to help them. And it makes you feel good.
Okay, so Ryan,
Yes.
you're part of the Daybreak family
Yes.
now, which begins in the middle of the night. On at 4:30, ready to go. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited. I need some tips from you about sleeping and how much caffeine and all of that, but I'm excited.
Yeah. Are you a coffee drinker?
I love coffee.
Okay.
I love caramel macchiato, creamer in your
Okay.
coffee.
Yeah, we're
yeah.
going to get along just fine. On Daybreak, sometimes, we're the first face they see in the morning, and I feel like we really help them get started on the right foot.
That's what I'm looking forward to the most. Being that smiling face, telling you what you need to know to get you out the door, talking with you about what the kids need to wear to the bus stop.
So you're not the only new part of Channel 7 right now. We actually have a brand new station, a brand new facility, and we're all excited about that.
It's a state-of-the-art facility. I've worked all over the U.S., and I have not seen a newsroom as high-tech as this. I have not seen a studio with all of the bells and whistles. So I'm excited. I know you're excited, and hopefully the people at home will be excited as well.
Yeah, people may think you came with the new studio.
I did.
I love that. Okay, so just simple question, Barbara Walters question here. Who is Ryan Houston?
Oh, good question. Ryan Houston is a big brother. He's an uncle. He's a volunteer. He's a mentor. He's a best friend. He's a choir member. He's a reality TV enthusiast. He's a coffee drinker. And he's down to earth.
And he's my new co-anchor.
Yes.
Yay!